everybody and welcome, I am Bricker Boom, and today we're going to see if we can beat the game Pokemon FireRed with a single Girafarig. Girafarig is an interesting Gen 2 Pokemon that took ages to get a new form, regional, evolution, or otherwise. It's an interesting design and interesting typing as well. It's got a decent moveset via level up, and then you have a pretty wide variety of TMs. Having access to moves like Thunderbolt, Psychic, and Shadow Ball could actually prove to be pretty useful if needed. Stat-wise, it has a pretty solid special attack, and the other stats aren't too bad as well. Its weakest are both its defenses at 65, but honestly, we've dealt with worse so many times with these challenges. For the rival, it doesn't really matter which of the starters that we give them, since we're both normal and psychic typing. The main one that I wouldn't want to face is Venusaur, given the fact that we would probably knock it out with Psychics before it would get the chance to attack, especially there at the end of the game. The beginning lab rival, that goes about as well as you'd expect, and then from there it's time to head through the forest. Now, the good news is, we'll learn the move Astonish, which will actually be somewhat useful during this beginning part of the game. After we get through the forest and also go ahead and get some levels along the way, it's time for us to double back and attempt the rival fight. Pidgey is first, and we take it to not quite half as it uses Sand Attack. We take it to red, and it tackles us, and then we miss. Next turn, we land that attack and take it down. After that, it's out to Charmander, and we open with Astonish, doing a decent bit of damage. Scratch doesn't hurt much, and we take it well below half. Then, we can take it out, and then move on through the rest of the forest. After that, we do actually end up fighting our way back through the forest, and by the time we get to Brock, we have Confusion on our side. Brock sends out Geodude first, and we take it to yellow as it uses Defense Curl. After that, we can go ahead and take it out. From there, it's out to Onix, and Confusion takes it to yellow as Rock Tomb connects and lowers its speed. We still outspeed, though, and take it down next turn to get the first badge along the way. On the way to Cerulean, it's at this time I'd like to remind you to subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Last time I did a Girafarig video, it was Christmas 2023, and it did not do so well. But maybe that's because of its counterpart Stantler, maybe that's because it's Christmas, or maybe it's just the YouTube algorithm not making any sense. We're currently 2 members away from more emotes, and Late Night Candy, being the wonderful bean she is, made these 2 cute ones that we'll add to the channel as we get those memberships. Watch hours, join the Discord, yada yada, you know the drill by now. We grab the Dome Fossil because it's the only one that matters, and all too soon, we're in Cerulean since we don't have any punching or kicking abilities. We can either fight the rival, or we can try to fight Misty. I don't know if we can necessarily win against Misty at this level, but I at least want to go ahead and try. Misty first starts with Staryu, and we take it to yellow as Water Pulse does a decent bit, then we can take it down. After that, Starmie is out, and Water Pulse knocks it out in one clean critical hit. Well, we do try this a couple times, but even without that crit, Starmie is doing way too much damage. So rather than keep trying and praying for the RNGesus to line up, we go ahead and go to fight the rival instead. Pidgeotto is first, and we open with Confusion, taking it to half as Gus connects, and then we take it down. After that, it's out to Rattata, and we get hit with Quick Attack, but knock it out in a single stomp. Charmander is up next, and Stomp takes it to red as Ember takes us below half, then we knock it out. From there, it's only an Abra, and it can't do anything, so we knock it out to win the battle. With that out of the way, we can go ahead and at least make our way through the route to the north. Given how handily Misty was able to beat us, we definitely need to bulk up a little bit. We'll go ahead and get the levels that we need, and I'm suddenly thankful we're playing this version of FireRed, and not the version I played for with the Sylveon challenge, because that recovery stall was an absolute nightmare. After clearing out the mandatory trainers we need to face, it's time to try again with Misty. Staryu is up first, so we use Confusion, and we take it out with a critical hit, leaving us with full HP for Starmie. We do learn Odor Sleuth, just in case Surge tries to pull off some double team shenanigans. Maybe we'll have it later for Agatha for the same reason, but it depends on our moveset at the time, and possibly Koga. Next out is Starmie, and we swap over to Stomp, taking it to almost half. Water Pulse is doing 20 per turn, but no Confusion, and we get a flinch for the next turn. Misty heals up, we take it back to half, and then take it down for a pretty simple victory. With that out of the way, we can go ahead and go onto the ship and get that cleared out. Now, as we get to the ship, I gotta admit, I don't see much a point in us clearing out every single trainer. Aside from a first lost attempt against Misty, honestly, we haven't had too much trouble, and we were still technically able to move on. So I'm not going to bother grinding yet. We're just going to go ahead, grab the few items that we need, and then after that, we can go ahead, go fight the rival on the ship. Pidgeotto is up first, so we open with Confusion, taking it to yellow as it hits Tackle, and then we can take it out. After that, it's Raticate, and we continue with Confusion, taking it to red. It does use Tail Whip, and then we can take it down. Kadabra comes out, honestly, can't do much to us given our typings, so we take it out with a single Stomp. Last up is Charmeleon, and Stomp takes it to yellow, flinches it, and then we can take it out for a pretty simple victory. Anyway, it's time to give the captain a back rub, which, you know, a grown man needing a 10-year-old's help with seasickness. Anyway, let's go ahead and see how things go with Surge after we defeat the trash can puzzle. Surge starts with Voltorb, and we open with Confusion, taking it down in one go. Pikachu is up next, and we're able to take it down in one shot as well. Finally, you have Raichu, and Confusion takes it to not quite half as we get Thunder Waved. It sets up Double Team, and we miss. Shockwave hits, and we stay fully paralyzed, and we Odor Sleuth it next turn. Raichu goes to set up a Double Team, but this time we connect and take it down to very narrowly win this battle. Alright, well, 3 badges down, and we do have a little bit of travel ahead of us. Given the fact that we have a strong physical move and a psychic move at our disposal, getting through Rock Tunnel isn't too much of an issue. Getting through the tunnel means that the game is going to start opening up for us. We have access to the game corner, which has Thunderbolt and Shadow Ball, but honestly, I'm not sure if we'll need either of those, at least not yet. Shadow Ball is great in future gens, but Girafarig has Psychic and Crunch for the Ghost type, so probably not needed yet. And now that Misty is out of the way, at least until we get to Lorelei, we probably won't need Thunderbolt. We do make sure to go ahead and visit Mr. Psychic, though, to get that TM. At the very least, we can go ahead and go fight Erica. Given the fact that we do have Psychic now, I have a feeling it'll be a pretty clean one-shot sweep. Victory Bell is first, and it's a one-shot. Tangle is out, and it's kind of horrible, so it's also a one-shot. Then, you have Vileplume, and, you guessed it, one-shot. That was an easy battle. Let's go ahead and clear out the game corner hideout, and we'll see how things go against Giovanni. Giovanni first starts with Onix, and we open with Psychic, taking it down in one shot. Next out is Kangaskhan, and we use Stomp to test damage and flinch it. Another Stomp takes it to yellow as it uses Bite before we take it down. After that, it's out to Rhyhorn, who we also one-shot with Psychic to win another pretty simple battle. With that out of the way, we can go ahead, go grab a Pokemon that can fly, head to the tower to fight the rival there, and then we'll do a quick mid-game review on how we think Girafarig is doing. The rival sends out Pidgeotto first, and we open with Psychic, taking it down in one go. Gyarados is next, and with a lowered attack, we'll continue to rely on Special as we take it to a Sliver, and Thrash actually does a good chunk of damage with a crit. From there, it's out to Execute, and we take it to around half with Stomp. We snooze for a turn, then get the early Wake Up before taking it down with another Stomp. After that, Kadabra is out, and we can take it out with Stomp as well. Finally, you have Charmeleon, and Stomp does a good chunk of damage as Ember connects, and then we take it down to win the battle. So, now that we're officially halfway through the game, it's time to go over how we think Girafarig is doing, and overall, honestly, it's doing really well. Getting access to Psychic moves definitely makes this game easier in a lot of parts, Erica being a prime example. As we get further into the game, having access to Crunch can make Sabrina and Agatha laughable. Whenever I played Gold, Silver, Heart Gold, etc., I never really went for Girafarig. I had the Pokemon I knew, I had the ones I liked, I had the ones that, at least in kid brain, I thought were strong, and kind of ignored the Pokemon like this. Truthfully, that's the main reason I started doing these challenges. I've used starters, Pikachu, but I always evolve them given the chance, and these challenges have been a fun way to use mons that I never get to use, or go through parts of the game using a weaker Pokemon than I typically would. But as we get into the back half of the game, I can't think of any leaders that are going to be a roadblock, but who knows, maybe now is going to be harder than I thought. Let's go ahead, we'll fight Koga. Coughing is first, and we open up with an immediate one-shot from Psychic. Next out is Muck, and Psychic takes it to a single pixel of HP as it uses Acid Armor. Koga does heal up, but we're using our special attack, and we take it back to red 2 more times before we take it down. With the hardest Pokemon in these usual runs out of the way, it's a one-shot sweep through the rest of this battle. That nabs us the next badge, and then from there we can go ahead, go to Silph Co, and see how things go. The good news is, as you are more than likely aware, if needed, we can fight our way through the trainers. This tower has plenty of trainers and vitamins to be able to get some extra power on our side if we can't take out the rival. But given the fact that how Girafarig has been performing, I don't know if that's actually going to be needed. The rival first sends out Pidgeot, and we use Psychic to take it to yellow as Wing Attack connects, then we take it down. Gyarados is out, and we continue with Psychic, taking it to a little under half as it uses Leer, and then we take it down. After that, we take Charizard to right around half as it uses Scary Face. After that, it hits hard with Flamethrower, but we do manage to take it down. Execute is next, and we use Stomp to not even do half, but we do flinch it, then take it below half. It hits us with Stun Spore. We swap over to Psychic, taking it down, but things are rough for Alakazam. It sets up Calm Mind as we swap back to Stomp and take it to yellow as it sets up Future Sight, and we stay paralyzed. Then, it just sets up Future Sight again, so we use Stomp to take it down and win the battle. That went better than I thought that it would, if I'm being honest, and it's probably just due to the fact that the Alakazam didn't attack. I know that that happens almost every run, but it still surprises me every single time. After a quick heal up, though, we'll go ahead, we'll fight Giovanni, and see if that's going to be just as easy. Nidorino is up first, and we use Psychic, taking it down in one shot. After that, it's out to Nidoqueen, and we continue with the same move and take it to red as Body Slam connects before taking it down. Kangaskhan is out, and we use Stomp for not so much damage as Mega Punch connects to take us below half. We swap to Psychic to take it to red, then take it out. Then after that, you have his Rhyhorn, which is a simple one-shot with Psychic to win us the battle. Alright, one more battle down means that we can go ahead, go to Sabrina, and see how things go against her. We don't have Crunch quite yet, given the fact that Girafarig has been clearing this game quicker than I thought, but honestly, we ain't gonna need it. Absolute worst case scenario, if Stomp can't do the job, we can learn Return. Return is powerful and by a wide margin, but I like keeping Stomp just for the added flinch chance. At the end of the day, if we get the flinch and then use Stomp again, it probably evens out to about the same, but yeah, I don't pretend to know these things. Let's fight Sabrina. Sabrina starts with Kadabra, and we open with Stomp, knocking it out in one go. After that, Venomoth is out, and we can take it down in one shot as well. Mr. Mime, arguably the tankiest Pokemon, we go ahead swap to Psychic to do a bit of damage, then swap over to Stomp, taking it out, mostly just wanting to avoid leaving it in healing range. Then, because of the level up, we do get access to Crunch, finally replacing Astonish. Alakazam is last, so we test our new move, taking it to red as Psychic does a bit of damage. Sabrina heals up. We swamp over to Stomp just to see if that's about the same, and it is, and it takes it to yellow. Another heal, another hit, and then a knockout. With that gym battle done, it's time for us to see if we can win against Blaine. Blaine will wreck our physical attack stats, so we'll probably be relying on our special moves more often than not. So let's go ahead and see how that particular battle goes. Blaine starts with Growlithe first, so we can outspeed and take it out with a single Psychic. After that, Arcanine is out, and we use Psychic, taking it to about half. Fire Blast does a lot of damage, but we do manage to take it out. After that, Ponyta is next, and we continue with Psychic, taking it down in one go. Fingers crossed for Rapidash. We click Psychic, and it takes it to yellow. But it misses Fire Blast, and we take it down to win the battle. Had its Fire Blast connected, I'm honestly not sure if we would have survived or not. Rapidash isn't nearly as strong as Arcanine, but it's still a fully evolved Pokemon. On to Giovanni, and honestly, this should be a pretty easy battle as well. Rhyhorn is first, so we open with Psychic, taking him down with a crit that I'm pretty sure we did not need. Dugtrio is out next, so we outspeed it and managed to take it down as well. Nidoqueen comes out, and we use Psychic, taking it down as well. After that, the King is out, we take it down in one more blast as well. And then finally, it's his last Rhyhorn, and it is a one-shot too. So that's 8 badges down and out of the way. What we'll do here is go ahead, fight the rival, and then along the way to the Elite Four, we can go ahead and talk about each individual member and see if we think that we're going to struggle or not. Pidgeot is up first, so we take it to yellow as Feather Dance connects, and then we take it out. After that, it's out to Rhyhorn, and as always, is a one-shot to anything special attack related. Execute comes out, and we use Stomp, then get hit with Stun Spore. It hits Solar Beam as we stay paralyzed for a bit, then take it down. As Gyarados comes out, it sets up the rain, and honestly, we just spend too many turns paralyzed, so we just get knocked out. The next attempt goes basically about the same at the very beginning, but this time, for the execute, we swap over to Crunch, and we actually take it down in one go. Then, with the Gyarados, it sets up Leer, as we just hit it with Psychic as many times as we can until it goes down. Charizard is out, and we take it to almost half as it uses Scary Face. Wing Attack does solid damage. We can take it to red. Slash also does a lot of damage, but then it goes down. And then finally you have Alakazam, and we swap to Crunch as it uses Future Sight for some reason, allowing us to take it down and narrowly win the battle on a second attempt. I will take that. Alright, so on the way to Lorelei and the Elite Four, we make sure to go ahead and pick up Thunderbolt, because while Psychic is good, I don't think it'll be able to carry us through the battle with her. With Bruno, I could see it being an issue given our part normal typing, but honestly, it's probably going to be a one-shot sweep, especially given the fact that our speed stat is actually pretty decent. I don't see his Pokemon even getting the opportunity to touch us. Then with Agatha, I think we'll probably be able to sweep through it as well, though if Herman's outspeed and put us to sleep or set up double team and we miss, that could be trouble, even with her early wake-up ability. So that, who knows? Lance? Well, he has dragons. Dragons, even with psychic types, are usually pretty powerful. Then with the rival, I actually feel pretty alright about our odds, but we do have a few battles to go before we even get to that point. Lorelei sends out Dugong, and we open with Thunderbolt, taking it to right around half as it hits hard with Ice Beam before we take it down. After that, it's Cloyster, and Thunderbolt takes it down in one shot. From there, Slowbro is her next Pokemon, and we swap over to Crunch, taking it to around half as Surf connects for solid damage before it goes down from a crit. Lapras comes out, and we swap back to Thunderbolt, and we don't even do half as it takes us down with Ice Beam. We do try this battle a lot, but sadly, it's just not going the way that we needed to until we take some levels. At level 65, we take the Dugong to almost red as Lorelei heals up. We take it back to yellow, then knock it out. From there, Cloyster is still a one-shot with Thunderbolt. Slowbro goes to red as it sets up Calm Mind, then it goes down. Lapras goes to well below half as the berry heals a bit, and then Ice Beam connects before we take it down. And then finally, it's out to Jinx. Stomp takes it to yellow. It does put us to sleep, but we do get a pretty quick wake-up, and then we can take it down. Alright, let's go fight Bruno, see if that's any easier. Onix is first, so we use Psychic, taking it down in one shot. Hitmonchan, we outspeed, and it goes down in one go, and the same can actually be said about Hitmonlee. Machamp is easily the scariest of his Pokemon, but thankfully it's a one-shot as well. And then finally, you have the last Onix, and it goes down in one go to win us a simple second Elite Four battle. Now, we'll have to see if our luck can continue with that third battle against Agatha. Agatha starts with Gengar, and we open up with Crunch, taking it to yellow, and then Agatha heals as we take it back to red, then miss Crunch, but we do end up knocking it out. As Golbat comes out, we use Thunderbolt to take it to a Sliver, then we can knock it out. Arbok is after that, and we hit ourselves in Confusion before snapping from Confusion and one-shotting it with Psychic. The next Gengar is out, and we crunch it to red as Sludge Bomb takes us to 9 HP as we knock it out. Finally, you have Haunter. We outspeed, crunch it, and barely take it down to win the battle. On to Lance, and I don't feel confident whatsoever. Gyarados is first, so we use Thunderbolt, taking it down in one shot due to the 4x weakness. Aerodactyl's out, and we kind of debate on which move before settling for Psychic and doing a little bit over half. Ancient Power does connect, but it doesn't get a boost, so it goes down. Then, the big boy is out next, so we use Thunderbolt, doing just a little damage and paralyzing it, and that actually pays off immediately. It does set up Safeguard, and the berry heals it, and we stomp it, trying to keep it from the healing range, but a poorly timed crit lands it in the healing, but it ends up using Outrage, so we can actually just take it out. Then, Dragonair is next, we take it to red, and then Hyper Beam knocks us out. I did try this battle a few times, just kind of hoping for a possible run of luck, but it sadly never comes. From what it looks like, in comparison to the later battles that I tried, that first attempt where we both paralyzed and got the full para on the same turn was about the luckiest turn that we could have actually hoped for. So we have no choice but to level up a bit. And just 5 levels later, at level 75, we Thunderbolt the Gyarados and the Aerodactyl, and that takes them both down with one shot. Then, as the Dragonite comes out, we take it to yellow, and it goes for Outrage, but we're able to take it down before it racks up too much damage. Then, Dragonair goes to red, also uses Outrage, so we can take it down without a heal. And then after that, the second Dragonair is able to go down in one shot to win us the battle, and only one more to go. Pidgeot is first, so we can go ahead and use Stomp as it hits with Aerial Ace, then goes down to Thunderbolt. I probably could have just used Thunderbolt right away. After that, the Gyarados is a one-shot. Charizard is out, and we get a super lucky critical hit with Thunderbolt to take it down in one go. I'm 99% sure we were going to need that. Alakazam is his next Pokemon, and we swapped to Crunch, taking it to red as the rival uses Barrier. After a few heal-ups and wasting the barrier time, he finally stops healing, and we can take it down. Rhydon is next, and it's a simple one-shot. Oh. It lives in the red, and it hits with Rock Tomb. The rival heals, and then we take it back to red, then knock it out. Exeggutor is his last Pokemon, and we Crunch to take it to red and get put to sleep. Giga Drain does solid damage, and so does Egg Bomb. But after 2 turns of sleep, we wake up, Crunch, take a narrow victory to win the battle, and the run. Alright everyone, I hope that you enjoyed this particular run, especially with a Pokemon that I feel like not too many people think about all that much. Maybe that's different now that it does have that evolved form. Now, I will be completely honest, I'm not totally sure what I'm going to end up doing next week. I also have no idea if this video is going to be done on time. Today was my day off, and after dropping the kiddo off at school, I noticed that my tire was losing air pretty rapidly. I took it to a tire place, was told they can't work on it with the pressure being that low, so went to Walmart, grabbed Fix-A-Flat, filled the tire up with air, went home, video edited on stream for late night candy, and then went to the school to get the kiddo afterwards. I noticed that the air was slowly leaking again and went to the tire place in town. 2.5 hours later, and $100 that I definitely didn't have, I have one new lowest tier that I could possibly get tire, while the other 3 are for now hanging in there, and hopefully it stays that way for a little while. So right now, it is now the night, almost 10 p.m. my time. I'm writing this, recording this, and editing it all in the same night, hopefully. So, hopefully, I don't make too many mistakes on editing. I might be up a little bit later than normal, but if we're lucky, 1, I'll get this video finished in time, and 2, no more bad news will be heading our way for at least a little while. In the meantime, though, if you like the video, even if you didn't like the video, hit that like and subscribe button, because it really does help me out. And until next time, everybody, peace out!